Simple stock volume day trading tips and tricks. Simple stock volume day trading tips and tricks. We are on a monthly chart of Time Warner Cable Incorporation. The EPIC is TWC Tango Whiskey Charlie, and we want to discuss a simple stock volume day trading tips and tricks. All right, so here we have, we always use the volume spike, or a surge in trading volume is something that all stock day traders must pay attention to. So you want to see an increase of the trading volume well above, okay, the average volume. If you look on my chart carefully here, the blue line that you see here is the moving average 50 of the volume bar. So I use that to see, okay, to identify the volume spike. So here I can say that the average volume, okay, near the moving average 50 is in the zone of 57 million share. Now this is a volume spike because it went up to 100 million share, and at this point in time again 104 million share. Here it went up to 108 million share. So the average volume is 100 million share. Average volume 57 million share. Now the volume spike is propelling the average volume into the zone of 100 million shares. All right, so use the moving average 50 on your volume bar, so you may know what is the average volume, and usually you can visually see that the average volume is 100 million share or 50 million share, in this case 57 million share, and the volume spike, as you can see, in the zone of 100 million share. This one also in the zone of 100 million share. But the topic today is a simple stock day volume day trading tips and tricks. What we want to use, the first thing that we want to use is the tiny, T-I-N-Y, the tiny candlestick bar. So you see those candlestick bar here? Are they tiny enough for you? Will you agree those are tiny candlestick bar? Yes, I think, unless you need glasses. All right. So these are quite tiny. Let's zoom into it. You see tiny candlestick bar. Okay. All right. Now, why they are tiny? They are tiny because the volatility is quite low, very low range candlesticks. The volatility low. So you see those candlesticks that are very tiny. Okay? That's what we are looking for. Look for that. Okay, you see one, great. Now you want to see those tiny candlestick bar that are corresponding to a surge in trading volume. There's one here. All right, will you agree that? Feel free to disagree, because YouTube is the most democratic platform. All right, it's your chance to put your comment, all right, below. So here it is. We see a volume bar here. All right, and then do you agree that this is a tiny, this one candle here corresponding to the volume spike? It's a tiny candlestick bar. That's what we are looking for. So look for a tiny candlestick bar and also corresponding to a volume spike. Okay, so we find one here. Okay, and I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks that you can use to improve your day trading. Okay, there is another volume spike here. This one. Okay, is it corresponding to a tiny candlestick bar? Those are small, little, okay, low volatility candlestick bar. Okay, we found one. Okay, there's one again here. Will you agree? It's a tiny, small size. All right, small size. Okay, but if you look at this one here, this volume, the second volume bar here, it's not corresponding to a tiny one. You see, this quite a volatile candlestick bar. We are on a monthly chart of Time Warner Cable Incorporation. This is a Russell 1000 component. Okay, so as you can see here, this American stock. All right, so we find two. There's one more here. Look at this one. So we are looking for a tiny candlestick bar on any time frame. All right, So though I'm on a monthly chart, because over the year, trader will switch from the lower time frame to the higher time frame, looking for high probability trading setup before going to the 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 50 minute, 30-minute time frame. But generally, when traders start trading fast, they find it very, very difficult to even look at the daily chart. I've done it myself, but that's why I know. All right, they don't want to look on the daily chart. They don't want to look on the weekly chart. And if you show them the yearly chart, they will close their eyes. George, please, please, I'm a scalper. I don't want to look on the yearly chart. Okay, you can go from the yearly chart to your 1 minute time frame. All right, you can go from the weekly chart to your 2 minute time frame. All right, try slowly to move away from the market noise. It's called market noise. Okay, so we found another one here. We're on the monthly chart. Here it is. We can apply this strategy on a daily chart, but though this is for day trading, go to the daily chart, weekly chart, monthly chart. I will prefer more monthly chart. All right. And then you can go now to your lower time frame for day trading. And if I show you at the end of this tutorial, you agree that you can go to the monthly chart and do exactly what I'm going to show you here. So this is another tiny candlestick bar that is corresponding to a surge into the volume, that is corresponding to what? A volume spike. Will you agree? So we find 3. So tell me now, George, what do I need to do? What I want you to do is very simple. I'll start with this one because after that we see a nice move. After that, sometimes you may see a trending setup, but you may not see the reaction. All right? The trending setup is the latent cause, latent L-A-T-N-T. All right? You like my accent? Latent. Latent. All right? So now I have a reason why I'm doing this to make you laugh a bit. So what I want you to do, when that is corresponding to a volume spike, I want you to highlight the high of that candle, tiny candlestick bar. So you do like this. All right? And you will highlight also the low. All right? You will also highlight the opening price, so you have too many lines to draw. And with TC2000, sometimes can be a bit tricky to draw on this tiny candlestick. The opening price, and you will put another line at the closing price. So the closing price is here. So you see I have 4 lines, okay? And then you see we are, oh, have I done it correctly? Yes. We are talking about this candlestick here, this one. All right, the high, the low, the opening, and the closing price. And then from there, because this candlestick bar, the tiny candlestick bar, is corresponding to a volume spike, and then you switch your favorite lower time frame, 5 minute, 50 minute, hourly time frame, and then you want to trade around those lines that you have drawn on the chart. Okay, you want to trade around those lines. All right. Look for bullish chart pattern around those lines on the lower time frame. Look for bearish chart pattern near the resistance on those near those in the vicinity of those lines. Okay, so for somebody who is bullish in this case, I would say you see here the price closed here. All right. After that, you see how it went up. So normally, if the price display this high, the high is this line here. I'll color it now into orange. That's the high. So in a bullish trend, the price must form higher lows, higher high. For a day trader, that's a long time to reach that level. So that's why I said you pay attention to the closing price. So the price went up from the closing price to the high, and then break above the high and continue to display higher lows, higher high, all the way up here. All right? So you can do that. Okay, you can do that on the daily chart, on the weekly chart, on the 4-hour time frame. This is a trading setup. Advanced trader will use a top-down trading method to trade this around those key levels. A scalper may go to the lower time frame looking for bullish chart pattern, bearish chart pattern in the vicinity of those key levels. Because that candlestick bar is a very important candlestick bar, and the smart money has bought that stock in the, I'm talking about this one here, they bought it in this zone, all right, around those key level. So if they are buying, they probably display higher lows, higher high, and we go above the high of this tiny candlestick bar. If they are selling, you will see that the price will go below the low of that tiny candlestick bar, or the price will go below at least the opening price. That's why I want you to highlight also the opening price. All right. So here they were buying. As you can see, the price goes above the closing price, went above the high of that tiny candlestick bar, and continue to go up. So highlight the high, the low, the median line, no, the high, the low, the opening price, and the closing price. High, low, opening, and closing price, not the median line. Okay? All right? And you want to trade around those key levels. Okay? Here we have one scenario. I'm going to remove my lines because we are talking about this candlestick bar. If you apply that for day trading, you will make money here. See? Bullish candlestick here, up, because there is an increase in trading volume, but the momentum, you understand what we are trying to do? The momentum is not reflecting the trading activity. So normally, if you have a surge in trading volume, the price slow down. This is what some traders do not understand. Too much trading volume will slow down the price. All right. It happened, especially if you are at a key level. Okay, too much you see here, surge in trade volume, a bit of surge here, is slowing the price down a bit. All right, there are times when the surge in trading volume will correspond to a surge in momentum. I've already recorded a video about that. Check Day Pro Traders YouTube channel. Check the playlist about trading volume or volume analysis. I don't remember which title I give to those playlists. Check it. I talked about it already. When a surge in trading volume is corresponding to a surge in momentum. Now this is something different. The surge in trading volume is not yet corresponding to the surge in the momentum, which is good. So a long candlestick bar, a long volume bar is corresponding to a tiny candlestick bar. This is good, which means soon there is a high chance we may see an explosion in the momentum. Can be bullish momentum or bearish momentum. So we highlight the high, the low, the opening, and the closing price of that tiny candle, because we know that soon there is a high chance that we may see an explosion in the momentum. But I recorded a video also yesterday, which I want to mention to you now, because what I'm doing at 24 stock trader channel, which I recommend to traders, this video will be posted at Day Pro Traders YouTube channel, because when it comes to volume trading, I'm posting at Day Pro Traders YouTube channel. I'm also talking a bit about it at 24 Stock Trader, but mainly at the Day Pro Traders YouTube channel if you want to know more about volume trading strategy. All right, I recorded a video yesterday. I was talking about. Give me 1 minute, please. Yes, here it is. How do the smart investors buy stocks? All right, how do the smart investors buy stocks? All right, okay, so this is at 24 Stock Trader. All right, so you want to know they buy bit by bit during a low volatility at a specific price. So I talked about it yesterday. This is what has happened here. So you see the tiny candle here, we didn't have any explosion because the smart money did not finish to buy yet. Okay, so you may see that sometime. So here again, you highlight this tiny candle, the high, the low, the opening price, and the closing price. And then you switch to your lower time frame for day trading purposes. Looking for signal. A TSTW24 trader may monitor the price reaction around those key levels. On the first best time frame, look for bullish chart pattern in the vicinity of those key levels, the high, the low, the opening price, and the closing price of that tiny candlestick bar. Okay? This is about, all right, simple stock volume day trading tips and tricks. So we have another one here. So this is for next week. So remember that the market environment is not very good right now. Why? Because of the Brexit. All right. The United Kingdom, decided to pull out of the Eurozone. All right. Okay. So The market environment is going to be a little bit volatile this week, so be aware of it. So the economy news can change the dynamics of the technical analysis. Be aware of it. Always combine the technical analysis with the fundamental. By the way, this video is for educational purposes only. It's neither a solicitation or an offer to buy or sell any financial instrument. Do not use YouTube video as a trading signal. All right. So here we are. So we have another one here. So a surge in trading volume. All right. And now we have a tiny candlestick bar. Beautiful. I like this. All right. So what we do? So this is real-time play now. So it's an exercise. Use a demo account. So if you learn something for the first time, all right, test it. All right, test it and retest it. Don't test it for one day. Keep testing it. All right. Go back. If it doesn't work today, come back another day. Look at it. Okay. If you work one time, it means that it can work. So why did it work last time? Why is not working now? Now those are the questions you want to ask. Okay. So here you can see a high and a high. Okay, the low and the opening price is almost equal, so that we have only 3 lines here. All right, the low and the closing price is almost equal, and the opening price is the middle line. So those lines, I have them on my chart now. Okay, I'm going to color them. Okay, I'll leave them like this. Those are the black line here. So here, let's go now to the 50-minute time frame. So because we see a tiny candlestick bar corresponding to what? A surge in the volume. What should we need to do? We need to draw the high, the low, okay, the opening price and the closing price. Next, we switch to our favorite, okay, lower time frame. We are looking for bullish chart pattern. We are looking for bearish chart pattern. We are looking for valid trading signal in the vicinity of those key levels on our lower time frame for day trading purposes. A day trader. As you can see, if you apply that method, if you are here, you will be day trading, creaming the market like a pro. All right, here we are. We have another scenario here. Can I count on you that using your demo account, you will make profit with your demo account if this is the first time you are coming across this? Okay. All right. So now let's go now to the 50-minute time frame, very crowded time frame. Oops, what is the data for this chart? Well. Okay. Where is it? My internet is perfectly okay. So let's go back again to the monthly chart. I can see the monthly chart is here. Our line is here. Trying to go to the 50-minute time frame. Whoops. Look at this. There's nothing here. Sometimes you need to wait a bit, all right? Well, we can see the hourly chart. Let's go back again and see whether we will see the 50-minute time frame. Well, for one reason, the 50-minute time frame for this chart is not showing. Let's go to the 5-minute. Well. Okay, but the point I want you to get, so let's try 30 minutes. We can see the 30-minute time frame. So the line that we have drawn, okay, is, you can see this stock has been suspended. You can see here, nothing in June here. So there's some problem here. So now this is for educational purposes. As you can see the line that I've drawn here. You see here, 208. All right, and here we have 212 and 217. All right. So as a day trader, if you want to make your decision around those key level, if you are on the lower time frame. Let me see if I can see another stock that will give us a clear example on the monthly chart. Tiny candlestick bar plus a volume spike. This is not tiny. You can see it got a long tail. This one here. One reset example. This is a tall candle. This is a different one. Okay, I'm talking about this also at dayprotrader.com. Bear with me, traders. I'm looking for a surge in trading volume. This is not be careful. This one is not tiny. Okay, this one here is not tiny candles. We want small, very small, not a huge range. This one also, the body is small. Well, maybe yes, we may take this one. Okay, we want really tiny. Okay, candlestick bar. Okay, so if you apply this method, be careful. Here we find one. There's one here. Okay, you see this one here. Okay, so surge in trading volume corresponding to a tiny candlestick bar, okay, But I'm looking for something that is valid today, that is happening now, that I can show you guys, okay? All right. A volume spike corresponding to a tiny, this is, you see this one got a long tail, okay? Pay attention. See what this one got a long tail. It's quite, so if you highlight a high, okay, and a low, it's quite wide. We want a tiny candlestick bar, which is telling us that the volatility is quite low, okay? DCM, this, you see this one also got a long tail. We are not talking about those one. We want a tiny candlestick bar. You see the range must be very, very small. That's what we are looking for, okay? Okay, let's pause. I'm going to pause the video very fast to avoid that it's too long while I'm spending my time looking for the stock. I don't want to annoy you guys, so let's pause it. I'll come back to it in a minute as soon as I find one good example that is happening today, all right? Here is one example here. We can see it's happening. That's last month, the month of May 2016. We have a volume spike here, not significant volume spike because the average volume is in the zone of 10 million share. The volume spike is in the zone of 16 million share, all right? So, but it's still a volume spike at this point in time, looking at the average volume for this stock over the year, okay, 2015, the average volume is 10 million share. Year before 2014, our average volume is around 10 million share. So for this stock, Ingredient, okay, Ingredient Incorporated, all right. So the EPIC is INGR, India November Golf Romeo. This is a Russell 1000 component. We have in the month of May 2016 a volume spike and a tiny candlestick bar. So as I'm explaining to you, I want to show you a real-time example about what is happening. Okay, so you will highlight the high, the low, the opening price, and the closing price. Okay, you want it to be tiny without a long tail or a long shadow. All right, because we want the volatility to be low. All right, so because the smart money usually buy or sell during a low volatility period. So as we have done it, we are talking about this candlestick bar that is corresponding to this volume spike here. So this tiny candlestick bar, that's why we are highlighting the high, the low, the opening price, and the closing price. But we are day traders that are looking for trading setup on a higher time frame before switching to our favorite lower time frame, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, okay, 50 minutes, okay, depending on okay what sort of a day trader you are, okay. So here we are, okay. So we find one. So from this point, we now, if you were here, so you will wait for this candle to close. So this is the month of May 2016. So on the 1st of June 2016, you have all this line ready. I repeat, that candle there, that tiny candlestick bar must close. If you're on a weekly chart, you want that week to be completely passed, and you come back the following week, the first day of the following week. If you're on a monthly chart, that monthly candle must close, and you come back at the beginning of the next month to implement that strategy. If you're on a daily chart, that daily candlestick bar must close, and you come back the following day when the market is open. As a day trader, you want to trade the first 2 hours when London is open or New York is open. This is very, very important for a day, a trader. Okay, so here we have it now. So we go, all right. Let's go to the 5 minute time frame. Can we see some of those lines? There's one here. You see, there's one here. 120.48. All right, see here, it bounced up, touch it. Okay, from a higher low, gap up, blah, blah, blah. All right, we want to trade around those key levels. Now, let's go to the 50 minute time frame. Maybe you will see more lines. Here we have at least, you see, we have 3 lines here. All right, okay, so here, those are the lines you see here. Price breaks above one of the key level, 120, okay, dollars level, pull back to retest it and turn around. All right, you want to trade scalp tailed day trade around those key level. Here he came back again to retest the same level. All right, decisions are made around those key level. Look at on this particular day, which because we have to implement this strategy at the beginning of June. So here it is. You see June 1st. Can you pay attention to my cursor? June 1st. So look what's happened 1st June. Look here. Will you agree that this is a kind of a double bottom chart pattern here? Near the vicinity of a 117 level. All right? And then it went up to the next level, found a resistance, pull back to retest it. So a double bottom chart pattern followed by a higher low is a high probability trading setup. You don't need my permission. A double bottom chart pattern followed by a higher low is a high probability trading setup. So we have a double bottom chart pattern here on the 50-minute time frame followed by a higher low, should click, boom, as a day trader. All right? See? So this is what we are talking about. So a surge in trade volume corresponding to a tiny candlestick bar on a higher time frame. All right, we draw the high, the low, the opening price, the closing price, and then we go to the lower time frame. We can combine this strategy with the RSI, with the stochastic, with MACD to pinpoint the best signal around those key levels. Always use your trend line and do not violate the market pattern. So here, what do I mean market pattern? Draw the trend line. You see the trend line like this? You see how the price touching is here? So here, pull back. So we need 2 points to draw the trend at this point, and this point allow us to draw the trend line. The third time the price touching is what? Is mine. That's what I say. My name is Mr. Trio, and the third time is always mine. Boom. See the reaction? Here it is, it come back again on the edge of the trend line. You see, very simple. Now it went up, it came back again to that trend line. With these 2 points, this point here, and this point, we draw that blue line. The trend line. Here it is, it touches it again here. You see how the price is following the trend line. Here we are again on the edge of the trend line. Okay? Alright? But this time, what trader do not understand, when you are day trading, you want a higher high before retesting the trend line. This is good. This one here is tricky because it did not display a higher high. You see here, corresponding to this high, if you compare this high here to this one, okay, this is not a higher high. So you need to be careful here. All right? So this is a higher high, okay, higher high, and then you pull back. Not bad, but didn't go up very much. Now this, you see, we have a lower high. Now, before it's retesting, so this one is risky. A higher high before retesting a bullish trend line. Okay, a lower low before retesting, okay, a bearish trend line. All right, so you get a message now, very simple but also powerful. This is about simple stock volume day trading tips and tricks. If you have any question, put in the comment section, and in due course, I will be recording another video to answer your specific question. We are the TSTW24 traders talking about simple stock volume day trading tips and tricks. Happy trading to you all, and speak to you soon.